I am Jonathan West. You are watching Death Valley Television, and your Death Valley Technical Scavengers are 3-0 now in conference play after a big win last week against Boise State, and, well, it was not even competitive. And I think that's putting it nicely. The Scavengers now keep their eyes on the bracket, which right now has them placed in the 8th seed against a familiar foe in the NC State Wolfpack. However, the bigger news is that Earl Shell is climbing the Heisman rankings. Eyes are dead set on the only defensive player and non-quarterback currently in the Heisman watch. And, well, if he can continue to do what he's been doing, I don't think he'll have a problem. He's getting closer and closer every week to that 20-sack season. If he hits that, I don't think you can argue that he isn't the Heisman Trophy winner at that point. But now we get set for a meeting of two of the better teams record-wise of the Pac-12. The Colorado State Rams, without defensive tackle Dalton Gilmore, have not played well in conference games, but have 7 wins on the season. And Parker McClellan is a bit of the reason why. He is a 6'3", 195-pound senior quarterback. And, well, we saw Parker McClellan last year, and he did give a bit of a late scare to this defense. It wasn't a scare where they feared they were going to lose, but he did start a comeback attempt, if you want to call it that. 27 touchdowns to 6 interceptions for him this season, as Keontae Smith will be his running back this year, the 6'1" senior out of Englewood, Colorado. Now, Keontae Smith carries a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to his skill set. He does have some power in his game, but more utilization of his speed and elusive ability is his go-to. Now, defensively, this is where Colorado State is at their best. They have two of the better defenders in the Pac-12. John Santoso, their sophomore defensive end, is a star in the making. 6 sacks last year, 5.5 so far this year. He has been the guy to watch on that defensive front, and a guy that can definitely mess up opposing offenses on that front. And, of course, he's still here. Wayne Slaughter, the senior middle linebacker, his last year here at Colorado State, and the heartbeat of that defense. 4 sacks this season already, 2 interceptions, 53 tackles. If it was possible, I can't believe it. He's having his best season, it feels like. Let's take you, though, to Colorado and take you to the game that, well, could be the biggest trap game of the season with the way Colorado State has played in conference. They are arguably the toughest defense with those 2 names we talked about, and we'll see if this DVT offense can counteract that defense and see if those numbers for the sacks keep going up for Shell. And we are off in this one, as it is going to be driven nearly for a field goal, as that's off the crossbar, and it's going to be Colorado State to begin. Keontae Smith in this offense, we'll see what they bring to the table, as the bigger fears, of course, that Colorado State defense, as Parker McClellan starts in the gun. Going to the air first, and Shell trying to get to him quick, but underneath, and a big play off the bat for Colorado State. The Rams start off hot with a big play, as McClellan through the air again gets the screen off but doesn't reach, as he was corralled by 3 men. 2nd and 10. Play action here. Shell coming in, and down he goes. Shenard Ferrier's going to get all of that one. So a big sack on McClellan. He was running away from Earl Shell, and that ran him in to Shenard Ferrier, who has been the beneficiary of a lot of Earl Shell pressure this season. 3rd and 21 now. This is a tough 3rd down to pick up. If you're Colorado State, they go to the screen game. Keontae Smith does not get enough, and it will bring out the Scavengers offense. Their defense did their job. Now it's time for the offense to do theirs as Bush starts in the gun with Nico Blanco to his left. Somehow my mind just erased the name from my head. A 2-yard carry there for Nico right off the bat. 2nd and 8. Hand off to Blanco again. He's caught quick this time around. So that puts them in a tough 3rd down situation. They set up a screen of their own, and Blanco with so much room to work with. A 1st down and plenty more. He's going to make sure I never mess up his name again with a play like that. It's been a good year for John Bush in this offense. We'll see if they can continue that today as B.J. Crow checks in the backfield now, giving a break to Nico as Crow takes it outside and picks up 7. 2nd and 3, Blanco checks back in. Hand off to Nico to the outside. He's got a 1st down and more. Good spin, but a flag on the field, and this one's going to be on the transfer tackle, Nick Bridgens. 2nd and 10 after the Bridgens hold. Blanco in motion as Bush looks to go the air. It's a tight end screen, but nowhere to go for Roosevelt Lamar. 3rd down and 10. Bush with time connects. That's Tevin Nicholas who's got the 1st. So a new set of downs. Screen set up again. They get Nico again on the screen, and he's going to have a solid pickup. He would not go down easy. It's a gain of 8 off that last one. 2nd and 2, B.J. Crow back in. They go to the powerful freshman, and he picks up the 1st. So another solid pickup as Wayne Slaughter over 200 career tackles now. 1st and 10. Strong eye set as Bush drops back. He goes to the curl, and that one is incomplete. Slade couldn't hang on. 2nd and 10 now. Shotgun set. It's a speed option. The flip goes the way of Blanco, and he'll have a gain of 7. 3rd down and 3. Crow checks in. And they go out wide. Crow's got the 1st and more. He powers in, but there's a flag. Another hold brings this offense back again. And now they once again have to pick up a 3rd down and long. They're their own worst enemy every single time, as this one is just out of the reach. So close to the touchdown there for Tevin Nicholas as the kick is up and good by Trent Feeney. So close yet so far away. The Scavengers do get the 1st points of the day, but it could have been so much more than just 3. So the Colorado State offense back out here now as the handoff to Keontae Smith doesn't go far. 2nd and 8. Handoff to Smith, and Smith brought down for a loss. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. Earl Shell pinning those ears back, I'm sure, as this is caught on the outside. Jaden Anthony gets beat. And it is a big 1st down for Colorado State all the way into DVT territory. Screen set up here on the bubble, and that's going to be enough for near a new set of downs. Mielhauser was the man on the tackle. Colorado State finding their offense a bit. Here's Keontae Smith, finds room, and he gets him inside the red zone. Just shy of the 10. They go quick to the line here. McClellan hands off. Smith is caught but gains 3 as that takes us to the end of the first quarter of action. It's 3-0 Scavengers on top, but Colorado State right now is threatening and a ton. Second and 7 here to begin the second quarter of action, everyone, as Parker McClellan, quick throw there on the RPO, and that's just shy of the mark. So 3rd down and 1. Does the defense have a defensive stand in them? And they will hold them. It's 4th and inches. They're going to go for it. It's a keeper for McClellan. Nobody looked at him. He's in with ease. Touchdown, Colorado State. Just like that, the Rams take their first lead of the day. And the Scavengers now trailing a team that they certainly feel they should not be. Colorado State gets us underway again as this is Doctson to return. He's going to take it about 5 yards deep, and Dotson's got room to the 40, the 50, past midfield, well in to Rams territory. Up past the 40 of the Rams. It is great for the Scavengers right now as that loss doesn't help. But it's 2nd and 13. Already into Rams territory, nearly in field goal range. As another screen set up here for Blanco. These have been working well today, and it's a 1st down. Tony V checks in. Flip this one, though, to Slade. He's got the outside edge. That's a 1st and more. Touchdown, Scavengers. The jet pass works this time around as Slade picks up the touchdown. No flags to be seen, and the Scavengers are back on top. So the Rams now back behind the 8 ball. A 3-point ball game once again. As Keontae Smith takes off, finds a lot of room, picking up a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Hand off again. Smith right up the middle. A gaping hole to run through. So already near midfield again for the Rams. They go back to Smith for the 3rd time. This time he's caught. So only a 2-yard gain off the last run. McClellan goes short, but Keontae Smith can't hold on. Millhauser with a big hit. 3rd down and 8. McClellan takes the snap. Pressured. It's Ahmad Kiki and Earl Shell. And I'm sorry, that's Ladarius Petty and Earl Shell who combine. So half a sack for Shell, half to Ladarius Petty, and a big stop combined there for that defense. So the Scavengers defense does what they do best, and that's get to the quarterback. And now the DVT offense has to do what they do best, and that's find pay dirt as Alex Slade on the catch there. Pro stays in the ball game here. 1st and 10. They go his way to the outside. Good block as he's got room. A flag already on the field, though, and sadly, that run's not going to stand. Another hold, this one on Roosevelt Lamar. And now it's 1st and 18. Nico takes the direct snap, though, and he's got room. And I think he just said, I'll do it all myself then to the 10, 5, touchdown. Nico Blanco does it all. Takes the snap and takes it himself straight to the house. The senior has had an absolutely phenomenal season. And he has shown exactly why he's taken over that lead back spot right on that play. Does all of it on his own after the hold. So it's 1st and 10 for the Rams, down 2 scores now. This Scavengers team going to be feeling real good about themselves now as Raheem Clay comes through, making that last tackle. McClellan over the middle finds his man, and it's a first down. A lot of fight there to get the first. Broke off of about 3 different tackles. Flag flies, and this is going to be a false start here on Colorado State. Grown too accustomed to seeing the Scavengers jump a bit. As a handoff here to Smith, and Keontae Smith gets the edge. He's going to have enough for the first. So another move of the chains for the Rams. Hand off to Smith. And Keontae Smith can only find one there. He's corralled quickly, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Hand off again. Juan Donnerson's there that time. And that brings up 3rd down and 7. Screen set up. And he breaks off the first tackle of Coffee. But Ahmad Kiki finishes the job. And the Scavengers are back out on offense as an Alex Slade drop begins things. Bush looking to throw here. It was Nico Blanco in motion as that one's picked off. Intended for Troy Nicholas, but that is easily intercepted. It was thrown right to the defender who got in front of Nicholas, and it was an easy interception for Freddie Riggs. So the first mistake of the day goes to the Scavengers, as now the Rams try and utilize that mistake to their advantage. 2nd and 4. This one caught by Keontae Smith, as that's going to get them a new set of downs and they can go a bit quicker. I'm sorry, they took their 2nd time out. Parker McClellan finds his man just shy of the mark there. And now with 25 seconds, they connect again. It's Garrison on the catch. They'll settle, though, for the field goal attempt as the kick is up. It is good, and it will be a 1-possession ball game as we head to halftime. The Scavengers up by just 7 over a Colorado State team that certainly has played very well so far today. Halftime is here, and the Scavengers do lead 17-0. But Colorado State has definitely given a fight. Nico Blanco only 5 carries today, but 73 yards thanks to that direct snap that went his way all the way to pay dirt. Arguably the biggest play of the day on the offensive side. Defensively, Earl Shell has gotten to McClellan, but hasn't gotten that certified single sack yet. We'll see if he can find McClellan in the second half, though, and see if the offense can keep the mojo going. And we are back, everyone, with the second half of action. I am Jonathan West. You are watching Death Valley Television, and that's Don Doctson taking it about 9 yards deep. He's got a hole to the 40, midfield. You've got to be kidding me. This freshman is absolutely insane. Don Doctson straight to the house. He literally went coast to coast. It is a a school record for kickoff return of 106 yards. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. That's a way to start the second half of action. As play action, McClellan finds his men wide open, but that just is off his hands. Should have been easy pitch and catch, but instead it's an incompletion, and they go back to their screen game for Smith. He picks up 5. The defense now playing again with a 2-score lead, thanks to Doctson. As over the middle, that one's caught. Garrison with the catch. A new set of downs now thanks to Neil Garrison. Screen set up again, and that one doesn't go far. 2nd and 8. McClellan making a change here at the line. He goes to the screen side, but that's not going to pick up everything. That sets up 3rd and 3. McClellan to the air. Shell can't bring him down. He's getting away from everything and throws it away. That was impressive by Parker McClellan. You got to give him credit. However, the Scavengers do hold. They get the ball back on offense, and they do hold on offense. Albert Puzzles called on that one. And their biggest enemy right now on the offensive side of things has been themselves. Clear as day with these penalties. As here goes Zubnar with a nice run here on the jet pass. Picks up 13. 2nd and 5. Bush hands off to Blanco. Blanco up the middle, and he'll have the first down. 1st and 10 again. Hand off here to Ty Tabor, and Ty finds a gain of 6, his first carry of the day there. Nico checks back in quick. Bush, quick screen here for Zubnar, and he's going to have the first. They're pulling out some of the tricks of the trade from Colorado State now with these wide receiver screens. As down the field, though, it's Alex Slade who once again cannot hang on. He is at a bad day when it comes to the drops. Screen here for Blanco. It took some time, but he got it. Couldn't get away from the defender, though. So 3rd down and 1, or 3rd down and 11. They flip this one to Slade. He's got the edge to the 20. 10-5. Touchdown number 2 for Alex Slade. They'll go down as receiving touchdowns and passing touchdowns for Bush, but they're the easiest thing to add up. And it adds up in now what is a 3-possession ball game. The Scavengers fully on top now. Their defense just going to be pinning the ears back and ready to go with Parker McClellan. Plenty. As a flag flies here, this one going to go against Colorado State for the hold. 1st and 17 after the hold on Colorado State. It's Keontae Smith who fights through Holbrook, and that's going to be enough for a 10-yard pickup. 2nd and 7, very manageable now. Quick throw, it's a catch, but they'll be shy of the mark by about 3 yards. Scavengers showing pressure. They bring it. McClellan gets it off, and it is caught with a shot to the back. 1st down for the Rams. They go back to Smith on the ground, and he'll pick up 3. So that sets up 2nd and 7 now. McClellan to the air, and he's going to have a 1st down thanks to his tight end. Raheem Clay couldn't keep up well enough. This one caught on the check down. The ball came out, and it is recovered by the Rams either way. 2nd and 4. Hand off to Smith. Keontae Smith with the first. So another first down here. Parker pump fakes. And that one off the mark, closer to the feet of the defenders. Parker quickly throws it out, and that's not going to go far. Defense has corralled plenty today. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Parker rolling out, and he'll get taken down. Holbrook was the first man there, as that took us to the 4th quarter now. 31-10, Scavengers fully on top. Throw up those fours, folks, because we got 1 quarter of action left to go. Well, the 4th quarter begins with Scavengers football, and we'll see if they can put this one on ice as Nico Blanco starts the carry here with a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 after Blanco's carry. They go play action off Nico, and this one off the head of a defender. I believe that was Santoso there. 3rd down and 5. Deep shot. Zubnar's got it. Big first down catch. Andre Zubnar with another one. We've had a couple of big plays today. This one might be the biggest when it comes to just a play by John Bush alone. 1st and 10. It's a bubble screen. Zubnar bounces off, finds room, and it's going to be a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 now. They hand off to Nico, who followed Dakota Pounds, but a hold is going to bring them back again. It has been every single player on the line, I feel like, along with Roosevelt Lamar that's held today. This defensive front has caused some problems today as Bush downfield. He wanted Jermaine Strong, couldn't connect. 3rd and 9. To the end zone. Zubnar with the edge. Got it. Touchdown Scavengers. Andre Zubnar got away from his man and was able to hold that one in. The Scavengers offense found exactly what they needed, and it's been taking shots against the outside corner now. So 1st and 10 for Colorado State, down 4 scores. I don't think anything's going to help them here as they're doubling Earl Shell, who tried to get away and nearly did get away in time to get McClellan, but he runs away for just a 10-yard gain and just shy of the mark. To the air now, it's a screen. Keontae Smith picks up the first, but time is not on the side of the Rams right now. McClellan finds the wrong man. Manu Coffey with the interception. He has now been playing more in the slot, and that right there shows exactly how good he can be there as he gets the pick. And it is a big one as it now puts the Rams even more behind the 8 ball as the Scavengers now can kill off more clock with that interception. 1st and 10 here for Bush. Hand off. No, it's play action off the pistol. And that one nearly intercepted as a flag flies, and it is another hold. Every single offensive lineman has held today. I just want to point that out. Bush takes another shot for Zubnar. He's got it! Another one. That is the 4th passing touchdown of the day for John Bush. That is the 2nd receiving touchdown for Andre Zubnar, and he has got a large number of yards to go along with it. He's eclipsed the 100-yard mark today, and it is a good day for this passing attack. 45-10. The Scavengers have this one all wrapped up, but they are certainly not done defensively. The starters still out there with 6.5 to go. McClellan getting rushed. Earl Shell finally meets him. He would not be denied. He wants that Heisman, and he is going to get it any way he sees fit. I think we can say he has been arguably the most dominant pass rusher in college football history. You cannot stop number 0 this season, as he almost got him again. There is a hell of a grab. Big play for the Rams there, as we've got our eyes just pinned on 0 right now, as everything, though, has gone the Scavengers' way in the second half. 2nd and 11. McClellan checks down, and that's going to be a pickup of about 8. 3rd and 4. Pressure coming. Earl Shell gets there, causes a bad pass. Scavengers take over with 4:11 to go. B.J. Crow now in. Looks like maybe, yes indeed, it looks like Nico Blanco's day is done. They're giving him some time to rest for next week, as this is a great carry by B.J. Crow on the direct snap. Tony V is in. Are they going to try and put the 50 burger on him? They do flip this one to Slade. He can't find anything, though. 1st and 10. Bush hands off Crow. Crow goes nowhere. 3rd and 15. 2 minutes left in this ball game. It's a screen set up. That's Ty Tabor, and this game is over. Big screen for the first down for Ty Tabor, and he puts this one on ice. It was a dominant affair, especially in the second half. We went into the half, 7-point ball game. We come out, the Scavengers dominate. John Bush, great game. Did throw the 1 interception, but 2 deep strikes to Andre Zubnar. You had the easy touchdowns with Alex Slayton, the jet pass. But they did it on every level today. You had Manu Coffey and his interception. You had Earl Shell, Shenard Ferrier. You had, of course, Don Doctson come through with the longest kickoff return in school history. Unbelievable by this team today. Nico Blanco had a good day and only 7 carries. They did not run this ball the way we're used to seeing him run the ball. 7 carries for 84 yards was your big number today. But you look at the receiving stats. 6 catches for Zubnar, $138, 2 touchdowns. 4 catches for Slade, 76. 4 for Blanco, 45. They utilized that screen game as their rushing attack to a point. And well, it heavily worked out today. As Earl Shell, they credit him with 2 sacks on the day, so a big day for Earl Shell, as Ferrier only got half a sack on his. I'm a bit surprised at that. Thought they would give him the full sack there. But another 2 sacks for Earl Shell as he inches closer and closer to that 20 mark. I believe now he sits at 19 on the season, I believe. As Earl Shell now, Player of the Week again in the Pac-12. No shock. Andre Zubnar takes home Offensive Player of the Week in the Pac-12 as well. They are finding a way to win, and it does not matter who has to step up to do so. And next week, it gets no bigger. as it is senior day for DVT, and it is against their bitter rivals, the Fresno State Bulldogs, and it might just be even bigger than that.